welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe. In the news, Rafai fires back at NSA rebuttal, insists government funding bandits. Former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai has further criticized the federal government's handling of insecurity, insisting that payments are being made to armed bandits despite denials by the Office of the National Security Advisor (ONSA). El-Rufai, who first made the allegations during a Channels television program on Sunday, claimed that the government has adopted what he described as a "kiss the bandits" policy, offering allowances and food supplies to non-state actors under the guise of a non-kinetic security strategy. "What I will not do is to pay bandits, give them a monthly allowance, or send food to them in the name of non-kinetic. It's nonsense. We are empowering bandits," he said during the interview. His comments drew a swift response from the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, whose office on Monday described the allegations as false and baseless. In a statement signed by Zakari Mijinyawa, the ONSA maintained that it has never engaged in ransom payments or inducements to criminals, stressing that the administration has consistently warned Nigerians against paying ransoms. But El-Rufai doubled down in a lengthy statement issued later on Monday, accusing the ONSA and the Kaduna State government of politicizing national security and attempting to suppress evidence of payments to bandits. As usual, the combined voices of the government of Kaduna State and Office of the National Security Advisor (ONSA), instead of responding to the core issues I raised, seek to deflect responsibility by alleging that exposing them amounts to politicizing security. El-Rufai wrote, We are not the first to reveal the government's ongoing greasing of the palms of non-state actors in Kaduna, Katsina, Zamfara, Sokoto, Niger, Kebbi, and other states. The former governor alleged that videos and testimonies from traditional rulers, clerics, and community leaders have confirmed that payments to bandits are taking place, adding that attempts at denial fall flat. He accused the Office of the National Security Advisor of focusing on protocol, propaganda, and international junkets instead of district intelligence coordination, and warned that the policy was deepening insecurity while draining state finances. El-Rufai also questioned the meaning of negotiations with bandits, asking, why is a non-kinetic approach to addressing banditry equal to withdrawing huge amounts of money from state treasuries and handing them over to bandits and terrorists? He further challenged officials to account for the source of sudden wealth among Abuja property buyers in recent years, citing continued killings in Birnin Gwari, Giwa, Kajuru, and other parts of Kaduna State. El-Rufai said the government strategy had failed to curb violence. He dismissed what he called official propaganda around the rescue of kidnapped victims. Instead, that families often pay ransoms before such operations are publicized. The former governor also accused the Kaduna State government of muzzling local media and concealing security data, contrasting this with his administration's practice of publishing quarterly security reports. He claimed recent revelations by civil society organizations had exposed what he described as false facades about improved security. In a further swipe at Ribadu, El-Rufai accused the National Security Advisor of dragging military and security officers into political events, describing it as the same politicization of security personnel that the ONSA purports to disdain. National security is a serious matter, critical to the peace and prosperity of the country and the safety and well-being of citizens, he said. It is unpatriotic to disguise incompetence in understanding it, much less managing it, as media stunts. The back and forth between El-Rufai and Ribadu, well, cannot be overemphasized, but there is something that I will want us to look into in this country: the seriousness about the security of life and property of this country. Right there in the constitution, even from the beginning of the constitution, it is stated there that the sovereign responsibility of a sovereign state is to ensure the security of life and property and the rights of every Nigerian. So when it comes to the issue of security, the core thing for me is to detach it from unnecessary politics. Very, very important. Like the NSA is trying to tell El-Rufai, and El-Rufai is also trying to pinpoint it out to NSA. We don't need anybody to play politics with our lives. We are Nigerians, and as Nigerians, it is the duty of the government to make sure that the territory is safe for living for every soul that is within the space called Nigeria, especially for the citizens of Nigeria and every other person within. When it comes to some people, maybe from outside or even among us, that decided to turn themselves to non-state actors and beginning to unleash mayhem on the life of every other person, the matter need to be taken seriously, not to be, slaughter, even on the abattoir of politics, on the platform of I want to make a statement, I want to make sure that I demarcate this government and things like that. No, security of life and property is very, very important. Let's imagine the number of lives that has been lost. And I don't expect an El-Rufai or a Ribadu to play to the gallery with the security of life and property of our people. National security is a very serious matter. It is critical to the peace and prosperity of the country and the safety and well-being of the citizen. That is what El Rufai has said, and I expect it to be taken with that seriousness, not to be taken with the fact that we want to remove Bola Ahmed Tinubu or remove one governor from office or things like that. It is unpatriotic to disguise incompetence in understanding it, much less managing it as media stunts. Those are the statements that he made. And I want to encourage him to please, anytime they want to do politics, he should remove security of life and property out of it. There should be no sentiment. And also exchange of word from the part of the office of the National Security Advisor. Well, they have every right to of reply. That's just the truth, and they should understand that it is security we are talking about. They should speak less so as not to divulge what ought to have been divulged. And also, of course, if there is need for any approach that they think will work and will be better so that peace can reign in the country, is the approach I expect them to take, just to make sure that everybody's lives and property are protected. Keep liking our channel. Don't forget to subscribe and make sure you share. Thank you.